Awkward Mafia.
Hello Internet, I am Jesse from the Awkward Mafia, and today I'd like to discuss with you how I believe 2B can work in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. But first, your hot number 2 Type B is from the game NieR Automata, which is a sequel to the games NieR Gestalt and NieR Replicant, a kind of Pokemon Red and Blue situation. Those games are a spin-off of the Drakengard series, which has 3 entries. Wow, that's a lot of games. Every fighter in Super Smash Bros. Has had their home game series appear at least once in a Nintendo console. For Cloud, even though his specific game Final Fantasy VII had not yet appeared on a Nintendo console, the first 6 Final Fantasies were Nintendo exclusives, as well as a number of spin-offs, some of which featured Cloud himself. For Joker, though Persona 5 is yet to appear on a Nintendo console, Persona 5 Scramble, a spin-off, as well as Persona Q and Persona Q2 have all appeared on Nintendo consoles, along with the series Persona spinned off from Shin Megami Tensei having multiple entries on Nintendo consoles. So, with this in mind, what are 2B's chances of entering Super Smash Bros. Ultimate? Alright, I'll be real, I'm dropping the Sakurai impression. It's not, based on this criteria alone, she doesn't have a shot of getting in. The only connection she possibly has is there are NieR Automata costumes in Phantasy Star Online 2, which is on the Nintendo Switch, and there are some NieR music in Theater Rhythm Curtain Call, I think it was, for the 3DS. And that's it. That's the only Nintendo representation she has. So, if this is in fact a real rule and not just something we fans made up with, she's probably not going to make it in. But she's a fan favorite, and I think she would be great. So if she were to, be announced, I would be for it. It'd be cool. It also would mean other characters like Master Chief or even Chell from Portal could have a shot, because who cares if they're not on Nintendo consoles? Okay, I'm going back in character now. Now, let's talk about her appearance. Dang it. Now, let's talk about her appearance. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is a game for good boys and girls. So certain elements of 2B's costume might need to be altered in order to keep their child-friendly rating. For example, Bayonetta has the back of her costume more covered up so that you can't see as much skin. The rule of thumb seems to be you can show skin as long as you wear shorts and don't show cleavage. And so with that, I will be using 2B's appearance in Soul Calibur 6 to demonstrate how I think she will look in the game. For her default look, you'll see that added dark leggings to cover her legs, as well as covering up a certain window. Other than this, I think her design will most likely be perfectly fine for Smash Bros. Moving on to her color variants, her second color would be 2P, her secondary color in Soul Calibur 6, as well as an important character in the Final Fantasy XIV crossover event. Her third color will be based on Devila and Popola. Next, a color based on the Commander. Then we have a color based on the Operators, specifically 6-0. For her sixth color, we have a green dress representing Anemone, the leader of the Android Resistance Camp. For the seventh color, I've based it on the mysterious Red Girls. The less I say about them, the better. And finally, we have the Emil mask. This is an unlockable alternate costume in the game, and is also a fun reference to series favorite Emil. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, her moveset. For this part of the presentation, I'm going to be using her actual game, NieR Automata, to demonstrate. NieR Automata has many attacks and animations that could easily be used to carry over to Smash Bros. But for this presentation, I'll be handling primarily her normal attacks, aerials, and special attacks. Oh, and her grabs. First, we'll go over her normal attacks. For her jab, she will use her light sword. If the jab connects, she will do this. Wow, that's very stylish. For her tilts, she will primarily use her heavy sword. Forward tilt, up tilt, down tilt, though imagine she's ducking and doesn't move as much. Next, her aerials. Neutral air, down air, her back air, though imagine it's thrown behind her and she's in the air. And her up air will have her spin her swords around her like this, similar to bayonets. Next, her dash attack. For her dash attack, she will use Pod Program Missile. And now her smash attacks. For all of 2B's smash attacks, she will use Pod Programs. 2B's forward smash is Hammer. For her down smash, she will use Pod Program Blade. And for her up smash, she will use Pod Program Bomb. However, the explosions in Smash will be limited to directly above her. You get the idea. Next is 2B's grabs. For her grab animation, it's very similar to how Olimar grabs. Instead of sending out a Pikmin, she will send out her pod, similar to her fishing animations. While grabbing, 2B will sit in her fishing position. Her pummel is Pod Program Volt, similar to Pikachu's pummel. Her down throw is Pod Program Wave. The pod will slam the opponent into the ground, making a little shockwave. The rest of her throws are pretty straightforward. The Pod Program will throw in front of you, above you, and behind you, shooting similar to Fox McCloud. And now, her specials. Every character released in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate as DLC so far has had some kind of new gameplay mechanic or gimmick. 2B will be no different. Our first gimmick can be found in her neutral special move. Just tap the B button to activate Pod Program Laser. There's a slight startup and a powerful beam will go across the stage. If you hold down the B button, you will instead do Pod Program Gatling. These bullets do a little bit of damage and don't cause any flinch. However, while holding down the B button, you can actually move around, jump, even attack. However, if you do another attack that uses the Pod Program, the move will be cancelled, such as her smash attacks or grabs. Next is 2B's side special, Pod Program Spear. Spears will shoot up from the ground in front of and behind 2B. You can charge the move to make it go just a little longer, just a little. Next up is 2B's up special, or her recovery. 2B's recovery has two phases, the Pod Toss, followed by the Pod Glide. At the end of the toss, Glide will activate. 2B has a hitbox while she's being flung. She will damage any character in her way. By default, 2B is thrown at an upward angle. However, if you input a different direction in the windup, you can actually change the trajectory she goes. Straight up, angle, forward, back, even straight down if you want to attack an opponent below you. Finally, her down special. I didn't want to give 2B just another counterattack. You easily could, she has a few in the game. I want to do something a little more unique or gimmicky. 2B's down special is hacking. That's right, 2B can hack. Another character in the game, 9S, has the ability to hack. 2B can also hack with the help of her pod 042, and does so during certain boss fights and events. Theoretically, there's no reason she shouldn't be able to do this, so we're gonna go with it. The way the move works is 2B will shoot out a series of projectiles. Once the opponent is hacked, they will have a grid-like design on their body. If a hacked opponent takes enough damage, they will explode. This could be a cool way to extend combos or be played with in other ways. I think it has a lot of potential. And if Sakurai wants to go the extra mile, he could change the music to be 8-bit version when the move is active. However, that is a lot to ask. That's right, 2B has another special move, Shield Special. If you hold down the shield button and B at the same time, you will activate Self-Destruct. 2B will go into the animation and explode. After which, her movements will be severely limited. She'll take just as much damage as her opponents, but she won't get launched. While in this mode, you can still attack, but your movement is greatly hindered. Also, 2B's skirt will not be removed. I think it's just a fun little extra move to throw in there, and could be a very funny way to end a lot of matches.
2B's final smash is Yorha Flight Unit. It activates similar to Fox's final smash. A Yorha Flight Unit will fly through the stage, hitting opponents, knocking them into an action-packed cutscene where 2B will pilot the Yorha Flight Unit and attack using melee and long-range weapons.
Now let's discuss the stage. In NieR Automata, there are many great locations that can be easily used for a great stage. However, of all the possibilities, I believe Abandoned Factory is the best choice. It is the first location of the game, as well as the demo. It is also the location chosen to appear in the Final Fantasy XIV crossover event. Various machine lifeforms may appear in the background to cheer you on. And colossal machine lifeforms may appear. Maybe they could be a stage hazard, or appear off the side as another platform. Now, let's talk about the Spirit Board. NieR Automata has many great characters that would make great Spirit Board fights. I'd like to discuss them a little bit with you now. For 9S, you would battle young Link in his Dark Link costume and an invisible 2B who constantly hacks on the Abandoned Factory. For A2, you would battle 2B also on the Abandoned Factory. For Adam and Eve, you would battle two shirtless Shulks on Frigate Oreo. For the Commander, you would battle Bayonetta in her white outfit on the battlefield version of Flat Zone to represent the bunker. For 6-0 and 2-1-0, you would battle a small army of 2Bs in her Operator alternate color, also on the battlefield version of Flat Zone. For Devila and Popula, you would fight two red-headed Lucinas on the Great Plateau Tower. For Pascal, you would battle Rob on Distant Planet. For Machine Lifeform, you would battle Metal Mega Man, followed by Metal Donkey Kong, followed by Giant Metal Donkey Kong on the rooftops of Saffron City. This spirit can be upgraded. And finally, Emil. For Emil, you would battle Kirby and an invisible Wario who spams motorcycles at you. Kirby will try everything he can to avoid you in the Great Cave Offensive. To get to him, you're going to go down deep, deep, deep down. Similar to where Emil's home can be found in the game. Next, I'd like to talk with you about the Mii costumes. As far as the Mii costumes are concerned, for NieR Automata, I believe they would add 9S for Sword Fighter and an Emil helmet for all fighters. If you download these Mii costumes, they will replace Young Link in 9S and Kirby in Emil. That's really all I have to say about this subject. As I said, I don't think 2B has a good chance of making it in, but I would love for her to do it anyway. Plus, can you imagine how great it would be finishing her classic mode with this? That would be great. Alright. Dropping the impression again. Thank you all for watching. I know this is not the sort of thing we usually do, but I just had this idea in my head and I couldn't get it out unless I physically got it out in this video, so hopefully it was fun to make. I haven't edited it yet. Planning it was fun. As for other videos, I got nothing to report because the pandemic is still going and it sucks, so we'll see. But if you like this video and want to see me do more videos like this, let me know. If you have any ideas for characters, also let me know. Maybe I'll do a video about them, although I already got some in my head already. But other than all that, yeah, this is probably a one-off thing to help tie not only you guys over, but myself too, because it's going to be a while before all this is over. But thank you for watching, and that's the end of the video. Bye. Good to stop watching now.
Has become my enemy.